What's up? Back again in the Haters Club. It's my first wrestling video since WrestleMania, and I'm in the Haters Club. Ugh. And this is the video I was actually debating whether or not to do, mainly because what I would say in this video, I basically said in my top 10 wrestlers that IWC turned on. And if you are a wrestling fan and you want to check that out, feel free to go ahead and check that out and come back and watch this. And this video, it's about the IWC's new favorite whipping boy and telling them that they can blame everything that's wrong with wrestling on Roman Reigns. Now, why am I talking about Roman Reigns again? It's pretty simple. Because he was named the #1 wrestler in the world by PWI magazine, Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Now, usually I don't care what PWI or any sort of wrestling magazine or website or any of them think about who the #1 wrestler in the world is and what the greatest match is. I mean, my brother and I saw one once that this idiot thought that Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels wasn't a 5-star match, and he was supposed to be some internet expert. That just told us right there, this guy has no idea what the hell he's talking about. Doesn't know anything about wrestling. But the only other time I ever bought an issue of PWI was when The Miz was named the #1 wrestler in the world back in 2011. Yeah, I've only bought 2 issues, and this is the other one I'm going to buy. Can't find it in Japan, so my brother's going to find it in the States and either ship it to me or I want to just pick it up whenever I go visit. So when I read this, I actually found it on a troll safari, and the comments were hilarious. The salt on these comments was enough to make an Olympic-sized pool of freaking margaritas. Probably 2, to be honest. There was so much crying, bitching, moaning, complaining about how you're not #1 wrestler, you're not better than the man or AJ Styles or Dean Ambrose win. Let me tell you something about this, alright? 4 names. Triple H, Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt, and AJ Styles. What do these 4 men have in common? Here's the answer. All 4 of these men had singles matches with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. And yet, even though Dean Ambrose is said to be the better wrestler of the 2 of them, all 4 men had better matches with Roman Reigns. Imagine that. It's almost like Roman Reigns knows how to wrestle and can actually put on a really good match. And I'm talking psychology, getting the audience into the match, making you care, and to actually hold your interest. Yeah, all these things Roman Reigns did better than Dean Ambrose. And this was wild. A couple of these matches were wild. The IWC were just completely crapping all over Roman Reigns because he's not in it, Danny. Well, I can already hear the complaining from them saying, well, he's not carried through those matches. Where? You got carried, huh? Well, let me ask you this then. How did the Big Show carry him through the best match of the night at Extreme Rules last year? Remember? The guy that you all say should retire already and doesn't know how to wrestle and is over the hill and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, him and Roman Reigns had the best match of the night at Extreme Rules last year. Hands down. It had great psychology, great ring work between the 2 of them, good use of the last man standing gimmick, I guess you want to call it, or the type of match. And that sort of thing really got people excited, and it showed how good that Roman Reigns and the Big Show are, not to mention the fact that they were able to tell that match even while they're being crapped upon by a bunch of internet idiots. And so the other thing that's kind of funny is that before he lost the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Roman Reigns was paused for wellness violation. Adderall. It's a for those who know, Adderall is an ADD drug that's prescribed, and apparently I didn't even know this. It's used as a performance enhancing drug or as a masking agent, I believe. One of those two things. I'm not completely sure. But after he got suspended from that and then lost the title, I heard these idiots again when I go on Troll Safari saying that WWE should never have him be WWE champion again because he got passed for drugs. Wee. Yes, that's true. Got popped. That means he shouldn't be WWE champion again. That's why Jeff Hardy was never WWE World Heavyweight W champion or World Heavyweight champion. That's why Randy Orton never won the title after he got popped for wellness violation. Wait a minute. Neither one of those things happened. Yeah, Jeff Hardy became WWE champion after getting popped for wellness violation twice for actual drugs. Yeah, not to mention the fact that Jeff Hardy, after he left the WWE, was caught by the feds with a boatload of drugs. But hey, he's an internet darling. That means it's okay, right? Idiots. And Orton, yeah, he violated. I don't know when. I don't care. And then he still had become WWE champion or World Heavyweight champion a couple times after that. So it's kind of messed up to think that that's the only reason why he shouldn't ever be WWE World Heavyweight champion again, or some other BS reason that they want to make up. Me personally, I'm liking his feud right now with Rusev, and I'm also waiting for when these same people who were crying for AJ Styles to be WWE World Heavyweight Champion to turn on him, because they did the exact same thing to their darling Dean Ambrose. Yes, right before SummerSlam, and then during his rivalry with AJ Styles, those same people who cried for him to be WWE World Heavyweight Champion turn on him like that. Even faster than that. And now I'm just waiting for them to turn on AJ Styles, because that train is never late. And I know the crying usually is, he shoved down our throat, win. First of all, like, you weren't trying to shove Daniel Bryan and CM Punk down our throats. And second of all, I'd like to introduce you to Finn Balor. Finn Balor, he should be WWE Universal Champion, his first ever pay-per-view match. Win. Talk about someone being shoved down your throat. His first pay-per-view match, he's given the inaugural WWE Universal Championship. Not to mention, in that match, he injures his shoulder and has to forfeit it. Not a good way to start the championship. I don't hate Finn Balor. I'm just using him to prove a point. And I wish him a speedy recovery, a full and speedy recovery. I'm just using him as the example that whatever BS arguments they make, or whatever sort of, crying that they have, nobody should listen to them. Nobody should ever view their opinion as valid, because you know what? Give it another week sometimes, and they'll change it like that. It won't. Me personally, you gotta do something big for me to turn on you, or to make me second guess my fandom of you. And if you don't know about that sort of thing happening, go check out one of my top 3 wrestlers I turned on. So that's all I'm gonna say. I've said my piece. Hopefully I never have to talk about this again. Next time I talk about wrestling, I want to do something better than this. I want to talk about something fun and interesting. But that'll have to wait until some time in the near future. So if you're a wrestling fan, do you like Roman Reigns? Do you think he's a much better wrestler than people give him credit for? And are you going to get this magazine that he's now on the cover of? Because, like I said, I usually don't give a crap about this sort of thing. Let me know in the comments, and stay tuned for my next video. I'll see you then. Later.